India starts to flex its muscles in the global semiconductor market.
This British East India company that had set up its empire in India is now being owned by an Indian.
Tata said it'll invest £4 billion in the site, but it's also understood that the government is providing subsidies worth hundreds of millions of pounds.
India's expanding economic footprint in the United Kingdom is a story of ambition, strategic investment, and cross-cultural integration. Over the past few decades, some of India's biggest conglomerates have made significant inroads into the UK market, acquiring and revitalizing some of Britain's most iconic companies. From the automotive industry to telecommunications, and from steel manufacturing to the historic tea trade, Indian corporations have left an indelible mark on the UK's business landscape. But what are its economic implications and benefits? Let's find out. At the forefront of Indian companies investing in the UK is the Tata Group, a multinational conglomerate that has been pivotal in changing perceptions about Indian businesses globally. Tata Motors' acquisition of Jaguar Land Rover in 2008 for approximately £1.15 billion is a story of legends in this regard. This deal was not just a financial transaction. It represented a significant shift in global economic power. The acquisition brought together the quintessential British luxury brand and the engineering prowess of an Indian automotive giant. Despite initial skepticism, Tata Motors revitalized the brand, injecting capital, introducing innovative models, and expanding JLR's global presence. The deal has been a testament to Tata's commitment to preserving the brand's heritage while steering it into the future. The story of Tata Steel is equally remarkable. In 2007, Tata Steel's acquisition of Chorus Group for around £6.2 billion was one of the largest foreign takeovers by an Indian company at the time. This acquisition made Tata Steel the world's fifth-largest steel producer overnight. Another milestone was Tata Consumer Products' acquisition of Tetley Tea in 2000 for £271 million. This move not only marked Tata's foray into the global beverage market, but also symbolized a historic turnaround. An Indian company buying a British brand that had once dominated the tea trade in colonial India. This acquisition, apart from being a strategic business move, was a poignant moment, reflecting the changing tides in global trade dynamics. Reliance Industries, another Indian behemoth, has been making strategic acquisitions in the UK as well. The purchase of Hamleys in 2019 by Reliance Brands Limited, a subsidiary of Reliance Industries, was a significant addition to their portfolio. The financial details of the acquisition were not publicly disclosed, but it was estimated at around £68 million. Hamleys, a global name in toy retail with a storied 260-year history, provided Reliance with a prominent footprint in the global toy market. This acquisition was in line with Reliance's broader retail and consumer strategy, demonstrating its ambition to expand in diverse sectors. Another notable investment by Reliance was in Stoke Park, a historic estate and golf club, which they acquired for £57 million in 2021. This acquisition by Reliance Industrial Investments and Holdings exemplified the conglomerate's foray into luxury real estate and hospitality, sectors that offer immense potential for growth and brand building. Bharti Airtel's involvement in the UK market, particularly through Bharti Global, has been focused on futuristic technology. In 2020, Bharti Global, in partnership with the UK government and others, invested in OneWeb, a satellite communications company. The joint investment amounted to $1 billion with the aim of developing a constellation of satellites to provide broadband internet globally. This investment highlighted Bharti Airtel's leap into next-generation technology, underlining the Indian telecom giant's commitment to innovation and global connectivity. Infosys, a global leader in technology services and consulting, has also been strengthening its presence in the UK. The company has made significant investments in expanding its London office and digital innovation centre. This expansion is a testament to the strength of the Indian IT and service sector and its growing relevance in the UK market. An intriguing tale of acquisition is that of the East India Company by Sanjeev Mehta, an Indian-origin entrepreneur, in 2010. The exact financial details of the controlling stake acquired were not disclosed, but the symbolic significance of this acquisition cannot be overstated. The East India Company, once the emblem of British colonialism in India, is now owned by an Indian, turning a historical page. Under Mehta's leadership, the company has been transformed into a high-end retailer, symbolizing a new era of India-UK economic relations. What is the economic impact of all this? The economic implications of Indian companies acquiring and investing in British firms extend far beyond mere corporate expansion. They play a crucial role in job creation, technological transfer, and overall economic enrichment in both nations. The influx of Indian investment into the UK has had a notably positive effect on the British economy. One of the most significant impacts is job creation. When Indian companies like Tata Motors took over Jaguar Land Rover, they not only preserved existing jobs but also created new ones. By 2016, Jaguar Land Rover had almost doubled its workforce since the Tata acquisition, showcasing a commitment to growth in the UK market. This pattern is reflective of other acquisitions as well, where Indian companies have invested in expanding the British workforce, thereby contributing to local economies and communities. Moreover, these acquisitions often lead to technological transfer. Indian companies seeking to leverage global expertise bring new technologies and management practices to their UK counterparts. For example, the investment in OneWeb by Bharti Airtel is a venture into advanced satellite technology, potentially fostering technological synergies between India and the UK. This technology transfer is not unidirectional. It benefits both countries by fostering innovation and technological collaboration. For the Indian economy, these overseas acquisitions are a gateway to global markets, enhancing India's position in the international business arena. Indian companies gain access to new markets, customer bases, and distribution networks. Tata's acquisition of British brands like Jaguar Land Rover and Tetley Tea opened doors to advanced markets and brought in international brand recognition and credibility. Additionally, these ventures provide Indian businesses with critical exposure to advanced technologies and best practices in more developed markets. This exposure is invaluable for India's growth and development. It fosters a culture of innovation and enhances the skill sets of Indian professionals who gain insights from operating in diverse and challenging international business environments. Most importantly, these acquisitions are a source of considerable foreign exchange earnings for India. As these UK-based operations become profitable, they contribute to India's GDP and foreign exchange reserves. This is especially significant in a global economic landscape where the balance of payments and foreign exchange reserves are key indicators of a country's economic health. The surge in acquisitions and investments by Indian companies in the UK, while significant for economic growth and global business integration, has not been without its challenges and criticisms. These obstacles arise from cultural differences, operational challenges, and public and political reactions in both India and the UK. Challenges faced by Indian companies in the UK. One of the primary challenges Indian companies face in the UK is navigating a different corporate culture and business environment. For instance, when Tata Motors acquired Jaguar Land Rover, it had to adapt to a different work culture and management style, distinct from the Indian business environment. This challenge is common among Indian companies venturing into Western markets, requiring them to balance integration with respect for existing cultural and operational norms. Moreover, regulatory hurdles often pose significant challenges. The UK's business regulations, labour laws, and financial norms can be vastly different from those in India. Navigating these differences requires substantial legal and financial expertise, which can be a daunting task for any foreign investor. The Brexit transition also added layers of complexity, with changes in trade and investment regulations impacting Indian companies' operations in the UK. Criticisms from Indian and UK perspectives. From a UK perspective, there have been concerns about job security and the long-term intentions of Indian investors. For example, the acquisitions by Tata Steel were initially met with apprehension regarding job cuts and plant closures. While Tata Steel is committed to preserving jobs, the volatile global steel market has led to ongoing concerns and negotiations with labour unions. In India, there are criticisms regarding the massive capital outflows involved in these foreign acquisitions. Some critics argue that this capital could have been better utilized for domestic investments, addressing India's infrastructural and socio-economic challenges. Additionally, There are voices that question the sustainability of such large-scale overseas investments, especially in cases where companies face operational and financial challenges in their acquired entities. Furthermore, the perception of taking over British legacy brands can sometimes lead to a nationalistic backlash in the UK. Instances of cultural clashes or management-style conflicts have been points of contention, requiring careful handling by the Indian management teams. These acquisitions and investments by Indian companies are not just transactions. They are powerful narratives of globalization, economic prowess, and cultural integration. They demonstrate the ambition of Indian businesses to play on the global stage, challenge stereotypes, and create new paradigms in international business. As these Indian giants continue to spread their wings, they are not only redefining their own identities but also reshaping the economic and cultural landscapes of the UK. This trend is a clear indication of the shifting dynamics of global economic power, with India emerging as a key player in the economic world.